What's good, YouTube? It's your girl who did it, and I'm back with another one to tell you who did it. Now today we got Kendall Jenner and Ricky Martin. Now, you guys remember I told you the way I'm gonna debunk these people, you know, I have to do separate videos, you know, so I gotta make a part 3, because now we moving on to Kendall, and her file is big as well. I got a nice fat juicy file for y'all tonight. So I was doing some research, right? I remember I told you I was doing the research on the Kardashians, and I realized that, you know, Kylie and Kendall is supposed to be fraternal twins. Now, I know when you twins, is either you identical or fraternal. You don't exactly gotta look alike, right? So, I noticed they got different birthdays, different ages. They was not born the same around the same time, so that's the first deception. So take a look at this. So, like, y'all already know I'm not one of those people picking and choosing what they want to say and who cases they want to do. We're not doing that over here. If we gonna decipher one, we deciphering all. And if we gonna go into one file, we going into all files. You know, we gonna lay it all out there. We not holding our tongue on this channel. So it says Kendall Jenner was born November 3rd, 1995, and she's 25 years old. Born in Los Angeles, California, right? Her height is 5'10", her shoe size is 10. Like, she's already given man. But let's move on. And Kylie Jenner was born August 10th, 1997. Now, could y'all in the comments tell me down below if I'm bugging? But wasn't that the storyline on the Kardashians, that they were the twin sisters? Kendall and Kylie were twin sisters. So all of a sudden now I see this article with this guy right here. He pops out of nowhere. His name is Kirby Jenner, and he's supposed to be Kendall's fraternal twin. So already right there, I feel like that's the damage control, and they had to retract what they did because they realized, like, people were realizing, like, the Kendall and Kylie their stories didn't add up because their birthdays don't match, nothing about them match, and they already, like, made this public info. And, you know, at first people wasn't picking up on shit like that because they was lost in the sauce, but now people's actually, like, researching these people. They're seeing these things. So let's take a look at some fans. You know, the mysterious fans that they said are saying. Let's take a look at what they're saying. Supposedly, because, you know, the media, like I said in my last video, they say fan said and no fan said. These are actually the people they're talking about, the one giving them the narrative. So I hope y'all picked up on that, but let's read this article. Now it says, if you're an avid watcher of every reality show related to the Kardashians and Jenners, then you probably know all there is to know about all the things Kim Kardashian, Caitlyn Jenner, Kanye West, Scott Disick, and whoever else or was part of the extremely large and popular family. Well, it seems there are just some people who know nothing about the Kardashian and the Jenner. Look, I understand that if someone steers clear of reality TV shows, gossip magazines, and all things entertainment, then details surrounding this family wouldn't be a part of their everyday vocabulary. But it still boggles my mind that some individuals think Kendall and Kylie Jenner are twins. How can it bug y'all mind when y'all are the one who pushed the narrative with when y'all had them in Keeping Up with the Kardashians? Y'all made it seem like they were twins. I know I'm not bugging out, and everybody else who used to watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians too know that this is a fact. They told people that they were the twins. They were the twins of the show. So what you think, the people not gonna think that they're twins after y'all done painted that picture on the show? So with that being said, I'm just like, you see how they push it in your face and try to make you look crazy when you call it out. Well, not even that, because at this point, these people are the ones making these stories and these blogs and paying these blogs to say these things, so to throw the people off from, what they naturally know. Because I know they were supposed to be twins. So I don't know where this came from all of a sudden, but I think it's like damage control, because they realized things weren't adding up between the two. So they had to retract what they already did. So let's continue with this video. Now, this was an episode of Ellen, season 14, episode 52, if you guys want to go check it out. And, they titled this episode Kendall Jenner / Ricky Martin. So what more do the people need to see? This is definitely a blatant sub, because in this interview, Kendall Jenner and Ricky Martin are not even in the same room. So why would they even put them in the same, reference? You get what I'm saying? So it says, Kendall Jenner book Time of the Twins, the story of Lex and Livia, Ricky Martin performs. So isn't that quite odd? Like, they don't film at the same time. When you see Kendall on the Ellen now, she can't get in the same room as Ricky Martin. You can't see Kendall and Ricky Martin in the same room. So I took this as, they're blatantly trying to tell people that they're the same person, because that's what's going on. Anyway, we're going to move on. Now, this was another article I found on iHeartRadio.com, if you guys wanted to check it out as well. It says, we're going to read, Ricky Martin and Kendall Jenner have a very little in common, but the internet has brought the two stars together, courtesy of good viral traction. So it's like, again, these people always talking about the fans and the people on the outside looking in who doesn't care, because everybody have their own situations to worry about. Nobody brought this to light but them. Again, I'm going to tell you guys again so you can get it through your brain. These people, Ricky Martin, a.k.a. Kendall Jenner, is the one who gave, these people the narrative. They're the one who give these people the narrative to put out there, to fuck with the people's mind already, to make them think that Kendall and Ricky is not the same person, but it's in plain sight. So this is on iHeartRadio.com. This is a popular radio station. It says, in honor of Throwback Thursday, the popular Instagram account at 90s.com, which is devoted to all things from the glorious decade, shared a photo of the Latin heartthrob in his early days, and there's something quite startling about the shot. In the photo, the singer rocks shaggy brunette locks with oversized aviator sunglasses and a big grin. But there is something about his eyes that is reminding the internet of the famed Jenner sister. Take a look below. That's what I'm trying to say, people. So what about Ricky Martin could have made the people think about Kylie Jenner? Y'all exposing yourself. You get what they're putting it out there before we put it out there. We just ain't catching on to it. So they said both Ricky and Kendall attended the Golden Globes separately, of course. So you hear that little shot? They putting it right in our face. Both Ricky and Kendall attended separately, of course. So why is it that we can never see these two people in the same room? And they both, trying to prove that these accusations ain't real. So why is it that we never see them in the same room? And so that they could prove that it's not real. Why are they just, using blogs and other media sources to talk and make it look like they're not the same person? So it said, on Sunday night, January 7th, and wore black to raise awareness for the Time's Up movement, which was supported by over 300 female Hollywood powerhouses. Now, this is a female movement, right? The Time's Up movement was basically, it's like a Me Too movement, but I feel like it's they pushing a transgender agenda at the same time, because I've been studying like these people, and I've been watching their speeches about the Time's Up, and it just don't seem like these people are talking about being sexually harassed. It just seems like they're encouraging people, like, you know, telling them, oh, by basically saying you don't have to hide who you are, telling everybody they're in the closet. Like, why do they think everybody's in the closet and scared to be? No, some people just don't want to live in that lifestyle, but that's for another video. But you get what I'm saying? So you see that blatant mockery right there? They're gonna tell you, like, you know, they both showed up to the event, but separately, of course. So why were they were at the same event? There's rumors and shit going around that they're the same person. Why you can never see them in the same room together, you know? And why is Ricky Martin talking about Kendall on stage on the Ellen show, right? But Kendall had her own separate segment. So it's like, that's kind of weird to me, because, you know, they blatantly saying that y'all look just alike. Y'all go on Ellen. Wouldn't y'all want to go on Ellen together to prove that y'all not the same person? But no, you'll never see them in the same room. So we're going to move on. Now, we're going to take a look at this article right here, you know. It says, perhaps you have heard the rumors that Kendall Jenner is secretly gay. Again, the mind games that I'm pointing out to y'all, they like to play, because Kendall's a whole boy. And I have her body pictures to prove that. And I'm going to show you guys. Kendall's a male. So how the fuck can she be a lesbian? But anyway, let's continue on. So it says, perhaps you have heard that her friendship with Lauren Paris was actually a secret love affair, or that her friend break up with Cara, I don't even know how to say that, was actually a romantic falling out. Perhaps you have read the website babe.net, where they claim to have evidence for days. Perhaps you have really been hoping this is all true. So I'm saying, what I'm saying is, right, why you get what I'm saying? They're getting their tea from other blog sites. Like I said, they pay these blogs, these media outlets to put these narratives out to make it look like, you know, they're not like that and they're not into that, or, you know, to shed light on the situation and make it look fake, and in all reality it's real. Like, this is a mind game they're playing. Like, I hope that you guys are picking up on the constant trait that I'm showing y'all with the mind games that they play with these celebrities who play these roles. So we're gonna move on. Now this part says, as she as in Kendall tells Jonathan Van Meter in the new Vogue profile, I don't think I have a bisexual or gay bone in my body. How the fuck you don't think? How you don't think? If you know yourself and you know that something somebody's saying is not real, how you don't think? You know, you should be sure with what you're saying. So this is mockery right here. I don't think. What you mean you don't think? So that mean you're curious? The fuck? So let's move on, people, because I'm sorry, like, I'm just so mad, because it's really crazy how the media tell on themselves all the time. And it's crazy how we gotta point these things out. Like, I don't know how people buy these these things going on in these celebrities' life, but it just is not cutting it no more. Like, they gotta come stronger and better, because this is not it. This is for, you could fool children. You could try this on the children at this point, because if you're an adult and still can't see the blatant mockery in this shit right here, you lost. You a sheep. You lost in the sauce. But let's continue. She says, but I don't know. Who knows? I'm all down for experience. So you just said, you see the contradiction, the mockery, and everything, because this is a man, mind you, playing the role of a woman, playing a lesbian at the same time. So you see how that could fuck with your mental, psychologically mess up your mind? Listen to what she's saying, people. Like, she's playing a mind game on you guys. Like they're telling you guys and then trying to sweep it under the rug and make it look like conspiracy, like I always tell y'all. So listen to this right here. She said, not against it whatsoever, but I've never been there before. She ponders it for a moment. Also, I know listen to this. You guys have to pick sense from nonsense. Also, I know I have a male energy. Yes, bitch, you know you a man. That's what you're trying to say. You know you have a male energy because you a man. That's the only way you can have a male energy. You know? You could have, it's females out here that try to think like guys and shit and think that they can be a guy. The psychological shit I'm talking about. But she's admitting that she has a male energy. So she said, but I don't want to say that wrong because I'm not transgender or anything. Come on now, people. Nobody said that shit. Nobody said that. Nobody's saying that you transgender. It was said that you had lesbian relationship. You're being with women. So who the fuck said you transgender? You see the mind games here? You see how they play with your mental? Like, I don't even want to read no more for y'all because it's like, they're telling you blatantly. Like, I don't know what else I need to say. This girl just came out and said, I'm not transgender. This is about you being a lesbian. So obviously, they're trying to paint the image of you being a natural born woman. Because if you're a man that transforms into a woman, you can't be a lesbian. Because you're not a natural born woman. So let's get that straight. So who the fuck told you that you're transgender now? So you see how they tell on themselves? Who said that about you? Who said that about you? Who? And who even pointed out that you was lesbian? No, like I said, nobody cares that much about these people, and they just feel the need to let it be known on these blogs what they are and what they aren't. That's how I know what they are. Because nobody pointed it out, nobody was saying this shit. But y'all feel the need to come on the media and let us know that y'all are not this and y'all are not that. Stop the damage control. But let's continue. Now she continued on to say, but I have a tough energy. I move differently. But to answer your question, I'm not gay. I have literally nothing to hide. She lets out a more than chuckle. I would never hide something like that. So you see what I mean? She's laughing at y'all. Like basically, sarcastically. I'm not transgender or anything, I'm not gay. I don't got nothing to hide. Sarcastically saying it, basically, like, pay attention, read between the lines. Like, this is serious accusations. This is your reputation. This is your sexuality that people are playing with. I don't think anything about this is funny. And then you coming up here talking about you all for the experience, so you giving yourself up. Mind you, this wasn't even about you being transsexual. It was about you being lesbian. So the fact that you had to point out you have a male energy and that you're not a transsexual or anything gave you up, sweetheart. Gave you up. But then again, these people want to be given up. But they just know that people are so dumb they could put anything in our face. We'll read it and not read for understanding. We'll just read just for tea. Whole time we reading the piss and not collecting the real tea, the real shit, the real reality of what these people are saying and putting out on these blogs. Because like I said, they control the narrative. And I proved that time and time and time and time again, because they always saying some shit that nobody even said. Who would have thought that Kendall Jenner was a lesbian? Let's be honest, who would have cared that much about Kendall Jenner to see if she was a lesbian? Like, she'd never been in a relation. Nobody's that in depth and get that in tune. She's not one of those type of celebrities that people would die hard over. Yeah, she's a part of the Kardashians, she's a Jenner, but that doesn't make her like important. She was never that important for people to be spying on her and shit. So these people use TMZ and paparazzi to capture photos of them, with these people. Like, everybody's connected. Like, don't ever think that a celebrity is innocent, because once you get into those Hollywood doors, that's what it is. So let go of your feelings from all these celebrities that you've been looking up to, praising and worshiping, because they ain't shit. Like sweethearts and sirs, like they are really not shit. Anyway, let's move on. Now she says Jenner adds that people probably speculate about her sexuality because she tends to keep her romantic life private. So who the fuck cares? That's what I'm saying though. If you keep it private and nobody ever know about who you dating and shit, why would we care about you and your so-called best friend? You know, why would we care about you hanging out with her and being caught with her in public? Why would we care about that? Why would anybody speculate that? You know, because like you say, you keep your romantic life private. So nobody gonna look at you in public, and just because you with your best friend think you a lesbian, like, you know, you guys be telling on yourself. And I want y'all to see that they be telling on themselves. All it takes for you to do is just read, and read for understanding, and read and comprehend. That's the most important thing. You know, you could read, anybody could process, you know, like just read what this is saying, but it's going to go over a lot of people's head. But let's continue on with the video. So, you know, I'm doing my research on his sexuality because, like, you know, the big controversy of it all is that he's also been struggling with his sexuality according to the internet too. So you see the mockery, how, you know, they say that people saying she's lesbian, and she's saying, like, you know, she not gay but she down for the experience, and she got a male energy but she not transgender and all of that. And then they got, you know, over here they saying Martin also began struggling with his sexuality, noting the stark contrast between his status as a sex symbol and his own emotions. Despite this, Martin acknowledged his opportunity to have so many amazing experiences with so many amazing people during his time with the group. So you see, like, the blatant mockery, and then you can go look it up. There's other articles about his sexuality as well. But it's like, you know, it tells you he, like, being a sex symbol. You already know he a sex slave. You already know he a sex slave. So he does have to transform. He does have to get on the platform and become a woman. He do gotta do what these people say. He a sex slave. He gotta bend that ass over. That's all it is to it. That's what I'm telling y'all. And Kylie Jenner's a man. Let's take a look at her body. Nah, look at her collarbone. Like, I don't know if y'all don't see it, but she definitely looks like Ricky Martin without a beard to me. She just got she has prosthetics. Well, because this is a boy. But let's take a look at this photo. But, you know, I can definitely see Ricky Martin, especially with the eyes and the, you know, the eyelids and the eyebrows tell a lot. Like, the eyes, like, it never lies. So let's take a look at this photo. Now tell me what's wrong with Kylie Jenner's body. Just tell me. I'm listening. Right. That straight across collarbone, that high belly button, that low pum pum. Come on, guys. Like, look at her whole body. Look how weird it's looking. I shouldn't even have to keep dissecting the body, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Look at that split in the middle of her stomach right there. What type of body is this? This is not, come on now, and the space between her legs, this is definitely a man's body. So now I'm gonna pull up the man body for you guys, right? Let's go. Now look at the long, you see how long the arms, like, you know how long the belly gotta be for the arms to reach to a man's thigh? Look at that right there, the gap in the leg. Look at everything. Like, this is like, her body's a man's body. And you could tell, like, you know, these people go and try to sculpt their body, but you could sculpt your body as much as you want. You could never look like a woman when you're not a woman, and, you know, the body just doesn't lie, no matter how much work you do to it. So Just pay attention right here to the fake sculpting and everything. Like, this is so fake. Like, all this shit is so scripted and fake, and everybody's plastic in Hollywood. I just can't believe that we at one point fell for this shit. But today and moving forward, we up on their ass. So right here, you can see I did some geometry on them, and you know, you could see the full reduction for Enrique Morales is 73, and Kendall Jenner's reverse full reduction is the same. In a reverse order new 226. Enrique Morales, which is Ricky's real name, is 206. Full reduction for Kendall 53. Full reduction for Enrique 73. So you just see, you guys get the pattern, right? Like, anyway, moving on. This is another picture I decided to bring up close, but you know, you guys can't make excuses for this because they can easily use prosthetics to enhance anything that, you know, makes them look like a man or whatever. But to the real people with the real eyes, we can always see through it. Now, the teeth never lie. They both got that little vampire teeth at the side, then the little, like, as you can see, it's a little split. I'm going to try to zoom it in some more for you guys. In one of their front teeth, one of their two, you know, of the two teeth in the front, you can see one is shorter than the other. The same is for Kylie Jenner as well. So look at this. Teeth has the same formatting. Both have like the indentation in the cheeks. They just, you know, enhanced it more on Kendall with some prosthetics. So that's all that makes Kendall look so different from Ricky, because Ricky is Kendall, and that's a fact. There's too much coincidences, and the fact that, you know, they're telling on themselves, nobody's saying this, and they're just coming out using the media outlets to make it look like fans are saying this. You know, if somebody's a fan of you, they're not gonna try to find nothing to degrade you. Or, you know, I was never really a fan of these people. You know, I did have a few people I used to look up to in the industry, but they're all puppets. So I let go of my feelings from these people in Hollywood because they're just fake. So yeah, basically, your boy Ricky is Kendall. You know, and if you want to do your own research, you can go ahead. You know, one thing about me is that I don't, and personally, if you ask me, doing my research on Ricky Martin, he honestly been flamboyant to me for the longest, like since he was a kid. So it wouldn't surprise me if he does play the role of Kendall Jenner, because again, this is my opinion, so please don't take this personal. But in my opinion, I strongly feel like they are the same person because of the way that they told on themselves and their gematria and everything. Like, it's just too coincidental. And to find out that now they're doing all that backlash saying that, you know, they're not twins, Kendall and Kylie, it kind of like, you know, that's a mind game. Because I know when I was watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, when my mom would watch it, I was probably like 12, 13, I would probably sit down and watch it, and they were twins. I swear to God, I know I'm not bugging that they were the twins of the show. Everybody knew them as the twins. So that backlash was crazy. But, you know, other than that, I just wanted to point that out. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Follow me on my Instagram. My link is in the description. Shout out I Expose the MCs for giving me that shout out. You know, legit people attract legit people. You know, we don't do all that other shit, that hating shit over here. It's all love. We want to promote everybody who's spreading the truth, because the truth is a hard thing to spread, especially when 9 times out of 10, a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. So, you know, I just want to thank all my subscribers and everybody who's supporting me, because it takes balls to come out and actually do something like this, not knowing the type of feedback you would get. And the fact that, you know, people are actually listening to me and giving me a chance to voice how I feel without judging me is the best thing of all. So I want to say I support you guys, and I thank y'all so much. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video, tell me what you think. Who did it? Out.